Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel is Finding Value. Today we are going to go into our daily technical analysis of uranium. We'll take a look at it. I'll give you my financial opinion, and I'll let the charts do the talking here. So we've got the futures contract of uranium. We have pulled on back here. We are consolidating a little bit in the candlestick opening and closing prices. The momentum's slowing a little bit, but I got to see some buyer stuff in here. I got to see some buyers come in and show me that they're going to slow this thing down. Sometimes we see the fractal. The fractal kind of comes in. It does this movement, comes up, and then we get like a move like that, and that's the end of the fractal. But so I haven't seen that necessarily yet. Is this the fractal here? Difficult to say. And that's why I don't trade in and out of these things. I just hold on and ride it higher. Looking at the Sprott Physical Uranium Trust, we're right on, let me go to the dailies, right on this support. It's acting as support today. That's why we've got that wick at the bottom. Some buyers came in and bought it up at the bottom here. We're sitting right on that support line, right on the support. So again, I'm waiting for buyers to show up. This is a sign of buyers, but I got to see that they're actually there and that they're willing to come in here. Uranium, again, we've got that nice little hammer pattern, but I'm not convinced that the buyers are ready to step in here and start moving. So I'm just waiting. CCJ, this is Camco sitting right on that support line, that support area line. And I can get rid of this blue stuff here of all these pullbacks I've been charting out. But there's the pattern there right on that support. We want that to hold. Bannerman, also on support. We're getting these wicks on the bottom. That usually means the buyers are there. Whenever you get these wicks on the bottom, it's just saying that there's some buyers there. These little wicks that you see on the bottom. The price traded around there, and it came back up, and some buyers came in and bought it back up. Goviax, selling off. That's right on the support line as well. It's selling off like the rest of the other commodities. We've got Global Atomic. That is also quite low with a little wick at the bottom, kind of a hammer candlestick. Those are usually bullish to go higher. But again, I'm waiting to see the buyers actually step in. We've got a support line at $1.80. Forces Metals, another one. I'm gonna do a little something here, guys. Let me throw this sideways. There's your support line going sideways here, and if I go back, we might have another support line going back here too. So we're getting a little bit of support through there a couple times, maybe even a little bit higher, like somewhere in this range up there. But there's support in that general vicinity. And that's exactly where we're at right now. It's right around that support area. Pure Point Uranium. Down quite a bit, 15.7%. This thing needs to update. Right there, moving sideways, getting a little bit of a selling pressure there today. But again, it's not broken out of this big, strong trend line underneath it. Deep Yellow, again, we're right on that support line, getting a little bit of a wick at the bottom. Hopefully that support line holds. That's where we're at. We're right on the support. So we have a breakout and then a retest is what we're doing. We're doing breakouts and then retests. But these are pretty strong sell-off month. It's got a lot of momentum. So we got to see where this thing ends, but there's a support line going through there, right through there, and we're right on that support line. Sky Harbor, again, we're all on the support lines here, so hopefully these support lines hold for a lot of these companies. This one's already broken through the major support line. It's broken through, and we're on this. I'm kind of just finding where the next support lines are, but they are selling off. There's a support line through here underneath it. Canalaska, another one that's selling off quite dramatically. This one never broke its uptrend, and we're selling off. Good strong momentum to the downside. Next Gen Energy, right on the support line, going across here with all these hits. We've got support, basically. Man, let's do it like this. We're hitting the tails of these guys, and hopefully we can get some buyers in here. Baseload Energy, I'm going to the dailies here. There's the support line going up in the white line. and we're right on support. Everything is basically on support right now. Fission 3.0 right at support. On the bottoms and tops, a lot of these. We've got fission, uranium, again, right on the support levels, which we could break down here. This is a whole support zone all the way down to here. This whole area has got lots of trading all through it. Kazatomprom, again, we got that nice little hammer candlestick going on. Yep. We've got Peninsula Energy selling off today. Coming on down, a little wick at the bottom there. It's kind of a, that's not even a, I'm not going to use that as a trend line, but that's what that is there. Boss Energy selling off today, down 8.2%, falling below its support level. There's a lot of traders and buyers through here, and sellers potentially all through here. Consolidated Uranium moving sideways, a little bit of selling pressure right here happening right now. That is a bearish engulfing where we could bounce a little bit lower. Lotus Resources selling off. Lots of selling pressure, guys. Lots of selling pressure. UROY right on support. That's the support line going across here. We've got Encore Energy. This is also at support going across, just above it. There's a support line. There you go. Just above the support line there. UUUU going up today, 1.15% in the minority on support. URG, these are almost all on support. URG is on support. UEC, they're all they trade very similar, the American companies do. That's above support right now, just having a sideways day. LEU up 2.61%. That's looking a little bit better. Broken out of this downtrend line, but still stuck below this resistance line. LTBR selling off a little bit here. We've got ISO Energy right below the support line. Again, guys, sometimes they push these below and then they'll rally. But right now, I'm looking for buying pressure. We have a bullish candlestick here, which is a hammer pattern. But I gotta see the buyer step in here. We've had a lot of selling pressure. Appia Energy looking more positive. That's good. This guy is all on support down here, so hopefully that support holds. If you take a look out, we're right there above this support line going across, right at the bottom of this falling wedge. Denison Mines still selling off some. We're right on support. All these are just hugging the support lines. They are hugging it. Blue Sky Uranium getting a nice good bullish engulfing there. These are bloody noses. I call them bloody noses because they have small down days. Usually they go up, but with the overall markets and with the overall sector going a little bit lower, we'll see what happens. Forum Energy Metals heading a little bit lower today. Anfield going sideways. We've got Laramide. I'm just kind of skipping over some of these because there are not really any updates on them. Laramide heading a little bit lower today, but it's still above this support line coming across here. We've broken the upper trend line, or a support line. Western Uranium, Vanadium, again, getting a little bit of selling pressure, but just mainly moving sideways. UEXCF, we were at this resistance line going across. There's a line that goes through here, that blue line. Yep. Mega Uranium, getting a little bit of buying pressure today. That's better to see, but I got to see some buyers really start to push this higher, guys. Standard Uranium moving sideways to slightly lower. We've got Valor Metals getting more selling pressure today. We are big picture view right at this bottom support line. It's starting to approach that one. Elevate is still selling off right below the support level. The next support level looking sideways. We've got strong support down here. Whoops. Drew that in backwards there. There are strong support through here. We've got some support, basically right where it's at, and coming below, we've got some support through this region through there. There's support through here as well, 25 cents-ish. So we'll see where that actually ends up. And then 92E selling off strongly today. Man, a lot of selling pressure today, guys. But that's also ended quite strong, and we're starting to play with that support trend line. But lots of selling pressure, guys. We're seeing it. It's hitting us. And again, I'm not going to sell anything. I'm just kind of riding through this. And I'm waiting right now to see what, where this bottom is. I still see selling pressure in all this, and I'm just holding on. I'm just holding on. I haven't sold anything in any of my companies, guys. But yeah, I can see how people can get scared in this. And if you guys need help, sign up to the website below. The Platinum membership can get you access to the website, and you can answer your questions if you have questions. Again, maybe people are looking for answers to short-term price movements, and sometimes you don't get those answers. We could be heading into a recession, and people are worried, and they're going to be starting selling everything. We could be there's a whole bunch of things that you could try to basically address to the price movement, even though they may or may not be correct. So I don't try to ask the questions. I just look for the market conditions and ratios. Uranium is still incredibly cheap against all other assets. It is needed to solve our energy crisis problems. And with the market conditions where they're at, where people are getting afraid of a potential recession, what caused that potential recession? It's inflation and the increasing interest rates. So things could soften. I agree with that. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens where the buyers step in here. And if you want to get the day-to-day updates, definitely subscribe to the channel, guys. Give me a thumb up for the content, and we'll catch you next time. This is Finding Value.